Welcome to the 10th Chainsawman Tuesday in a row. I'm a little bit late, but that's okay. Not a ton of action, but still really good. Aki's in the hospital, and the brainlets spend their time arguing over fruit. We find out Aki has 2 years left to live. Denji and Power leave the room, and Aki cries like a little baby because he lost Himeno. I know it's pointless to harp and gripe about little differences between the show and the manga, but I tend to find that even though the show is beautiful, it's just different, which is not intrinsically a bad thing. There are always examples where the show is expanding on the original by taking advantage of the animation medium, but sometimes it goes overboard and does more than it needs to, and I think that's holding it back. Denji waits at the door for a moment after forgetting his manga, but chooses not to interrupt Aki's crying session. Denji has this internal struggle where he realizes that he doesn't cry over the death of Himeno. He contemplates that he wouldn't cry if Aki or Power were to die either, and struggles to understand why he feels this way. How is it that one of his friends could pass away and he not feel sad about their passing? This is a pretty common thing for people growing up. I think everyone goes through something like this at one point or another. The inability to understand empathy and place yourself into the shoes of others can make it harder to connect and feel on such a personal level. Denji wonders if his heart wasn't the only thing he lost, but his humanity too. He brushes this off for now because dealing with his situation and emotions would require both effort and thinking, something Denji has trouble doing. After this, Makima has the pair visit a devil hunter from the first division. This episode was directed and storyboarded by Tatsuya Yoshihara, who also did direction and storyboarding for episode 4. Tatsuya Yoshihara, another juggernaut in the anime industry, known by some people for saving Black Clover, has worked on so many anime that I might need to do another speedrun, working on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, One Punch Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, so much of Black Clover, Wonder Egg, Sword Art Online, Barakamon, Sankaria, Heaven's Lost Property, Shugo Chara, Yu-Gi-Oh, Monster Musume, To Loveru, Tante Opera, Milky Holmes, what the? Kiss Exis? Are you kidding me? This show's so bad that I should probably give it its own video, but it is so horrible. Kanekon 2? I thought Kiss Exist was bad, but this show takes the cake. Literally, I've never been more unpleasantly surprised watching a show before. I'm continuing to talk so that I can show you ridiculous clips from these horrendous shows. Anyways, I want to take a moment to also mention the animators who worked on this show who do not get their praises sung enough. Benjamin Fowler, Chris Yen, Kaito Tomioka, Leiden, Michael Sung, Sota Dekimas, Tom Lu, W Freedom 10, and all the other wonderful animators who I couldn't find who came together to help make this show the incredible marvel of modern animation and artwork that it is. I mean, Benjamin Fowler actually did a spin kick to help judge the movement of Kishibe's coat. This moment is dedicated to the unsung heroes who helped put together these phenomenal segments of animation. All of their tags are associated with their corresponding work, and I suggest you go check out their Twitters where I scavenged all of these clips from. Lots and lots of love for these wonderful animators. Please go send them all of the love. Moving on. I love the way that Kishibe was animated, although I will never forget what they took from us. Kishibe's eyes look much different, and it kind of makes him a little bit of a different character. It's also the first time we really get to see Kishibe, a character so strong and intense that he can tell Makima to shush, and she listens. Kishibe is a man to be feared, and they captured that feeling really well in this episode. As I said, I still prefer the dead, gritty look in his eyes from the manga, but I don't think the anime has a poor execution of his character. And I know, I like the black and white picture book the best, but I can't get over the fact that they keep changing the composition of important or iconic shots from the manga. Denji and Power and their smart glasses has been changed when it doesn't need to be. It's focused much more on its cinematic style rather than the gritty and visceral style of the manga. People love Chainsaw Man, so people are going to be overtly passionate, harsh, and aggressive about the media that they love most. And the way it can pull all of these chapters from the manga together cohesively is still impressively executed and well done. As much as this anime is a technical marvel and wonderful piece of art, it is still a huge risk for MAPPA to fund a big budget anime like this by their lonesome, so I hope it works out. People seem to be at a constant war with one another over if MAPPA is good or not, but I just can't put my finger on what I think about it. I think MAPPA really overdoes it sometimes, and focuses their resources in the wrong spots. I care much more about a cohesive fight scene than I do the accuracy of how wind interacts with a coat. MAPPA will beautify every aspect of the visuals, and when everything looks amazing, then nothing really stands out. I want to get into this more at a later date, but tell me what you think down below in the comments. It's my favorite part replying to them, and I should be running out of time about now, so